Good morning, everybody, distinguished guests, friends, partners, and fellow change makers. It is a privilege for me to join you today, virtually, yes, but wholeheartedly. It is a pivotal conversation that you're having on green finance for Kenya at a time that we absolutely need a resilient, inclusive future for all of us. We gather at a time when the climate crisis is no longer out there somewhere. It is here, it is urgent, and it is deeply, deeply personal. I've been absolutely moved by the wildfires scorching so many parts of the world today, the devastating floods in India and Pakistan and so many other places. And Africa, like so many others, are least responsible for the crisis, but yet stand amongst the most vulnerable. But vulnerability must not be our destiny. Kenya has the opportunity and, quite frankly, the responsibility to lead and to scale a green economy, not only because it restores our landscapes, but also because it empowers our communities. So to accelerate sustainable investments that build lasting resilience and do so in a way that honors our heritage, that honors our ecosystems, and honors the wisdom of our people. So I'm always completely sold on the opportunity that nature-based solutions offer, one of the most powerful pathways forward. It's not about strategies for climate, these are also development strategies. They heal degraded lands, they secure water resources, but they also create livelihoods that are dignified and strengthen our collective resilience. And when they are led by local communities, especially women and youth, they become engines of transformation. So let this be a moment when we move from ambition to action, from pledges to progress, from extractive models to regenerative ones, because financing Kenya's green future is not just about the capital that we deploy. It is a courageous effort, a collaborative effort, and one that must be committed to justice. So it's an honor for me to join the Green Finance Kenya 2025 Roundtable, convened by FSD Kenya in partnership with GIZ, Germany. At the World Resources Institute, where I serve as Managing Director for Africa and Global Partnerships, we are committed to translating ambition into tangible outcomes for people and planet. One of the flagship efforts that I absolutely adore is AFR 100, an Africa-led, country-led effort to restore 100 million hectares of land by 2030. This is 31 countries to date, including Kenya, that have now pledged upwards of 130 million hectares of degraded land for restoration. Restoration is about planting trees, yes, but it also means revitalizing our soils, securing our water sources, boosting food production, creating jobs, yes, and building resilience to climate shocks. There's also Restore Local, an initiative that I absolutely adore, supported by the Audacious Project and the Bezos Earth Fund. We're channeling catalytic finance directly to community-led projects from the Rift Valley across to Lake Kivu Basin, where restoration creates livelihoods, enhances biodiversity, and strengthens climate resilience. We believe the most effective solutions are those designed and led by local communities. We know from the data out there that community-led initiatives are 20 times more likely to be successful, especially when women and youth are involved. So they are the frontline stewards and they must be guides in this initiative. I'm also excited to share that just this year, WRI launched the Polski Energy Center for Global Energy Transition. This is endowed with a groundbreaking $75 million gift from the Polski Foundation. This is WRI's largest ever energy-focused donation. The center's mission is very clear. It is to develop pragmatic, scalable, and urgently needed energy solutions that focus on grid modernization, financing models to scale clean energy deployment, and the responsible sourcing of critical minerals. While the initial programming for this initiative is focused on the US and India, the approach is rooted in actionable insights, convening power, and global expertise. And this will be the footprint and the blueprint for how we work across the network, including in Kenya. Here in Kenya, we face structural challenges that echo those that the Polsky Center seeks to address: aging grids, financing gaps, supply chain constraints that we all know about for critical clean energy supplies. Imagine applying the Polsky model locally, an energy transition hub for Kenya. Wow, how amazing would that be? Advancing grid modernization projects that handle distributed renewables, crafting innovative financing frameworks, blending concessional and commercial capital for solar, wind, and storage deployment. All of these incredible solutions right at our fingertips. This is what the future is about, and this is what the Polsky Center has set out to do. This kind of tailored hub could accelerate Kenya's energy transition, just as the Polsky Center aims to do globally. Now, as we gear up for the Africa Climate Summit Part 2, we must ensure that success is not measured by pledges, but rather by outcomes. Strong pipelines of scalable, high-impact, clean energy projects. We know what we need to deploy them. Policies that incentivize modernized infrastructure and inclusive deployment. Finance structures that reward reliable energy access and climate integrity. Regional collaboration that expands markets for Kenya's clean energy solutions. We know that Kenya can lead by example by embracing energy transformation as a tool for economic inclusion, climate resilience, and national prosperity. So I am confident, given all of that Kenya's bold leadership and Africa's ingenuity and WRI's Polsky-inspired approach, that we can power a green, inclusive, and climate resilient future. May future generations look back and say, this was the moment when Kenya catalyzed its clean energy transformation, rooted in evidence, equity, and absolute ambition. I wish you every success in these 2 days, and I look forward to hearing all the outcomes and how we can get involved to catalyze inclusive transformation for all. Thank you.